Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays the Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH Plus. We're gonna do a daily today. I hear you loud and clear. It's not an enormous contingent of people, but there is some, a little inkling of, hey, stop focusing so much on min-maxing on the daily. I have a pet theory, which is that I play Borderline the same way I play on dailies that I do on any other run. The only exception being I'll avoid taking guaranteed trash, and maybe sometimes on the chest I'll avoid taking some items if they don't actually add to the situation. But I talk so much about, oh, I'm doing this for point reason, I'm doing this for point reason. A, B, C, D, you get the idea. I feel like maybe I'm kind of poisoning the well. I'm leading like to a preconceived notion that I'm every decision I make is from is derived from a point-based heuristic, which is not necessarily the way I think things go. I've been having a good time on the daily so far. We've been ranking well without compromising our personal style. I'll see if I can recommit myself to that ethos as we continue to move forwards here. How does that sound? A genuine effort without, you know, just tossing runs away like there's Ipecac Loki's horns. I think that sounds like an okay compromise to me. So, we're Lazarus, and we're going all the way on today's run. I can still never remember if that's the Polaroid or the negative. It doesn't matter too much, because it essentially just comes down to, well, I mean, the game is going to hook us up with wherever we need to go, is what I'm trying to say. We could potentially respawn. I would like to respawn early. The damage penalty is bad, but it's also, like, irrelevant, I think, because anybody that does a Lazarus run, you're probably going to end up taking enough damage. Like, you're going to take 3 or 4 hits over the course of an entire run, even if you're, you know, Cobalt Streak Reborn, or just literally Cobalt Streak. It's also acceptable, I guess. Because he's not dead. In fact, he has just created life very recently, so it's a different, you know, it's like the exact opposite of what I suggested. If you give me HP, I will go to the self-sacrifice room. You did give me HP, I will go to the self-sacrifice room. And we'll respawn, hopefully get a spirit heart, would be ideal. We want to die here, I just want to make that clear, because otherwise this is going to look like it's extremely bad. There we go. Nice little statistical bonus for sure. I don't know if I care about using a key to get to our shop. That's not really a smart move, I think, even though it would give us a little bit more exploration. I'd like to get to 5 cents, please. I'd also like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company, because it's the real thing. It feels like I'm walking on sunshine. And rusted key, plus HP. And then we're going to save Crystal Ball. I haven't had Crystal Ball in 10 years, so at least I haven't had it consistently in 10 years, so my thinking was, ooh, I do not like this room. My thinking was that I actually temporarily forgot that it actually gives you mapping, which is one of the more valuable effects of it, actually, although getting a Spirit Heart is also on the to-do list. We haven't managed to get one so far. Usually I'd say like 2/3 of the time you get a Spirit Heart. The other 1/3 you get a card, trinket, you know, etc., etc. So I think we almost blew this room right off the bat. Not being able to kill a spider before they did their first teleportation is real nasty, but best bud? It's okay. We have like the definition of a decent run with a little bit, the slightest bit of tension right now. And the tension pretty much exclusively comes from the fact that if we get hit... Oh, I did get hit! If we get hit once, it ruins our deal with the devil chance. Or at least compromises it greatly. That's an extreme bummer. We didn't have to get hit there. But you know what? Now we're in uncharted territory. Who knows what happens now? We missed this deal with the devil, get the next deal with the devil. Brimstone Mom's Knife. I've seen it. Through the looking glass of the future. The Panopticon. It's not what the Panopticon is. Hey, excuse me, I'm gonna just try to put as much anemia up here as I can. Then if you could just walk on it and die, that would be ideal. Thank you so much. We're gonna have a 36% chance of a devil deal. No Spirit Heart. In a way, I'm actually happy. Ooh, okay, 1 bomb gives us Odd Mushroom. Now we're cooking with gas. Probably, essentially, everybody's gonna get this, but Odd Mushroom for the rate of fire increase is well worth the damage decrease, even though it was pretty costly there. We shouldn't take damage against Pin. I will say, I was just trying to get some anemia creep going on here. Some anemia window. Should be done. We did get a deal, so actually, not just not all is lost. Essentially, nothing is lost. Full health. Something's wrong. And, I mean, we'll take a range upgrade. I'm pretty sure that we'll go to our curse room here, and for all the, you know, statistical ups and downs we've had so far... Ooh. For all the statistical ups and downs we've had so far, this run is actually pretty good. We're about a minute ahead of schedule. Amazing rate of fire. Decent trinket. Not killing it from a statistical standpoint, I'll be the first to tell you that, but we've enabled the Lazarus transformation, which I think some people won't do, and that might put us a little bit ahead of the curve. It's also some implicit Zane, not some mundane Zane. And keep in mind, these dailies, you know, there is a, I don't want to say an ulterior motive, it's actually the motive. There's a motive to doing dailies, and that's that we need to get that dedication achievement. Surely we've gotten 5 daily wins in a row because we haven't actually ever lost a daily on this save file, or died to lose a run on a daily on this save file. We've probably died, you know, well, I mean, we've died as Lazarus, I guess. We've probably used 9 lives once, if I had to, you know, to thine own self be true and all that. It's actually kind of a tough call because, Shoop the Whoop is really nice for time to kill, it's really nice for damage. Which one is my creep? Which one is your creep? I do want to do that. And, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for Crystal Ball to be charged up? Doesn't really make any sense. Crack that open. We definitely want 9 lives. You know, speak of the devil and it shall appear. We could, with the speed that we've got, I think we could backtrack without it even coming close to compromising boss rush, but do we really want to risk it, or would we rather just... You know what, I'll tell you what, we'll use this and see if we get a Spirit Heart. Spirit Hearts just do not exist anymore. Well, I'm refactoring or reconsidering that 2/3 Spirit Heart payout, 1/3 miscellaneous setup. You know, I know myself. I'm gonna take this. And the idea behind it is that it makes me so much less likely to forget it, because I literally can't. Keep in mind, it's your boy. I've recently forgotten about item rooms on the first floor. Many times. Forgotten about Eternal Hearts. I'll come back, go get that after I go to the arcade. I definitely don't want to miss a chance to gain 4 cents and gain IV bag on a run in which it doesn't fit at all. Oops, I left HP behind. It is funny though, like, leaving HP behind. I feel like even a couple of years ago in Isaac, that was like a cardinal sin. Is like, you've ruined the run. Now, everybody, you know, if you're still playing this game, you're living in like a post-HP world. To some extent, at least. You're like, HP, what is this? What am I, Amish? I still feel like you can use the Amish as the butt of that joke with no malice intended, but still. Because it's not like they're watching, right? If they are, is someone... We got a narc on them, don't we? I didn't think that was okay in the Book of Amish. Whoa, okay, be careful here. Well, we still get essentially nothing of value there. Save a bomb, ride a cowboy, because we might be able to get a deal with the angel. And, I mean, I think you get a point bonus for killing the angel statues. Moreover, you get an increased chance of deals with the angel in the future, which is probably deleterious, but in keeping with my character, the character of Northernlion, shall we say. But it's kind of slowing down a little bit. This will be a good floor. Be a good floor to leverage our 9 lives with 1 HP each to get a deal with the devil that maybe gives us 2 or 3 items of some import. Excuse me, sir. Do not dare compromise my deal with the devil attempt. Also, please never dip below the surface, Catherine Zeta-Jones. A little close. Oh, that was real close. This is a nasty room to not have too much damage on. I'm glad we did well. We got another range upgrade, which is amazing. Getting close to that mom transformation, but apart from that, stats. Not looking so strong. I do want to go to that room. I think we'll go to some other rooms first. And you know what? I actually like this daily. Despite the fact that it's not strong, it's kind of a unique test right now. You know, this is the kind of run where you have to be pretty good in order not to survive, I would say, but to thrive. Like, not that we're thriving. I mean, I recognize I'm putting the caveat on literally everything I'm saying here, but we've never had Spirit Heart protection on this run, so, you know, anybody who's getting deals with the devil, if that continues through this floor, is earning them. No question about it. The stars. I mean, I do want the item, but I think first, let's just try this. I was hoping for a Spirit Heart. I think if we don't get a deal with, or, you know, whenever I say a deal, it's not literally correct to say this, but just consider it shorthand for, like, a damage up. If we don't get a damage up or some kind of, like, significant improvement to our ability to kill enemies on this floor, I think we're going to start to find it hard to make boss rush. I think we're going to be a little bit behind the curve. But, you know, the dream is we can make it happen. We're probably, I would say even at this point, we're a little bit behind schedule. Just because this room's going to take us quite a long time. I would really prefer not to use any bombs to get anything done here. I'd just like you to stand on anemia. You could also stand in the place where you are, now face west. Think about something, and I don't remember. You know, I was really into REM in like 1998 as a 10-year-old. I was very erudite. But it's been a while. Alright, we finally made it through this room. I think that we should make a conscious effort to start skipping some of these rooms. Because if we want to make it to boss rush, we're going to need to do so. We're going to need to make a committed executive decision as soon as possible to start making progress in that general direction. Otherwise, we could find ourselves behind the curve pretty quickly. Also, I mean, if you want to be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You got to rub me the right way. Doesn't sound like much of a price, does it? I guess it's a metaphor. You gotta rub me the right way. She's not literally suggesting there's a manner in which she could physically be rubbed. That's the price to be paid. For some people, that's the rub itself. Is that where the expression came from? That's the rub? I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm floundering, okay? Like a sidekick from The Little Mermaid. There we go! That's Rocky as Prince Charming in Little Mermaid. I don't know what the prince's name is in The Little Mermaid, okay? I'm a 29-year-old dude. Too old to remember, yet too young to have, like, a child of the age to be watching The Little Mermaid on the regular. Not that you need to be a child to enjoy Disney movies. Of course, that's not my suggestion. Keep the stars card. It could, I mean, first off, we could have used it immediately to save a key, and I think that would have been an absolutely adequate usage, but if we could use it to skip part of a floor that is irrelevant and take us to the relevant parts of a floor faster, that's where we want to be with it. Because, yeah, we're actually demonstrably behind schedule. The body's like, it's a good item if we're committing to this life being the life that we're going to use, but it's not really doing any favors for speeding us up. There's options is excellent. Our boss rooms so far have given us quite a lot of range upgrades, aka stuff we would have chosen to cycle if we ever got the opportunity to do so. So I think this is a big plus for us, like the flag of Switzerland. To have the ability to say, you know what? Take that item and shove it. I don't need it anymore. Second secret room, in all likelihood. And this is very nice. Onsus is worse than the stars because we already have the ability to see where we're going. Awaz is unnecessary on this run because we know we're going all the way. Hagalaz on... you know what? We can use Hagalaz real quickly. Algiz is also unnecessary, I'd say, but you can use Hagalaz right here real quick. One of these days, that's going to pay dividends, dude. I guarantee it. Okay. Turns out the power pill would have been amazing here, but... We're just taking advantage of Algiz while we got it, because we're not going to use it. We're going to take the stars card with us, because time is the most precious stat that we're lacking right now. It's already looking pretty unrealistic we'll actually be able to make it the boss rush, but we got a good chance at a deal here that could be life-changing. So hold this. And I think we'll save our stars card for mapping on the next floor. And sure, let's go Burnt Penny. I think it's a good daily trinket. I am an idiot. I am more of an idiot, but... No! I am actually dumb. Okay. I deserve what happens to me on this daily now. I was trying to use Best Bud to deal damage because I started to sweat our situation on timing, and that's my bad, and now we get a choice between HP or HP. I think I'll choose to take HP. The first time we had a Spirit Heart, we throw it away. We just threw it away. Alright. I have a play. I can't believe... After all of that, I just tossed the potential deal with the devil to the side to save like 4 seconds. And by can't believe, I mean completely believe it. Now I can't even go to the curse room because I've been hit. And this is the death spiral. It happens in Isaac runs all the time. We need a Spirit Heart now. One more bomb. Just come out. It just causes us to do one extra room, but at least we get the charge from it. The death spiral happens in Isaac runs all the time. Daily, undaily. You make one mistake because your run is a little jacked, and all of a sudden, you're making mistake after mistake after mistake. You cost yourself a resource, and then you find yourself in this situation. How do you get out of a death spiral? Oh, that's a good question. Many astute Isaac minds have lost themselves to madness trying to answer this question well in the midst of a double or triple digit streak. So what we have to do is see if we can elevate ourselves beyond that. Hey, we're guppy. So that's one way to do it. I think you know what? We need the damage. We need the damage that comes from Guppy's head. Sure, mapping might help us make boss rush faster, but we, like, genuinely need to be able to kill things faster. And, like, even faster than this as well. We're gonna have a 36% chance of a deal with the devil. So again, we find ourselves relying on the kindness of strangers. This is exclusively for the damage bonus. Or, by the point bonus, I should say. But then... you also get this. Ace of Hearts, decidedly not worth it, but 46% chance of a deal with the devil, assuming we don't get hit on the boss fight. Now, rest assured, I am aware, if we manage to make it to boss rush, it's through no... oh my god. It's no fault of my own, and I mean that in the most true expression of the word. I meant to take the other one, but I can live with that, sure. It's just that that room was so narrow, dude. It's essentially 100% thanks to the mercy of the game that I've been able to even entertain the thought of making it the boss rush. I'm sorry to do this. I cannot fight you. I just can't. Like, there's simply no time. I would like to. It's not me. I'm cool. It's the game. The game's uncool. We still have a 100% chance of a deal, by the way. So we're looking for an Emperor card. Wow, that's gonna make things mildly slower. At least this room only took like a millisecond. Probably don't need to tell you. With every second that goes by, you know, our odds are dipping even further. We're in the position right now where I'm like, even if we are going the right way, I don't know if we have time to kill Mom. We'd probably have to choose to get stomped on and then use our best bud to deal the damage, unless we just got like an incredible sort of fly army or, you know, an item from our item room that completely changed it up. Okay, we might have a chance. Keep in mind, after all this, we've still got to beat boss rush. So there's all of our flies gone. You know what? I need you to hit me. That's the, I need to get hit. You might consider that stupid. You wouldn't see that on a non-daily, I'll tell you that much. We've actually done it. And I think you definitely go rage here. So we have... I don't... Like, our score is so bad. And our run is not particularly good. But I think we have, like, a chance. Keep in mind, we want to fight Hush as well. But I think we have, like, a shot at making this run work. The room is open enough that I don't think we're necessarily in a terrible spot as far as, like, dodging and being able to kill these bosses goes. Hey, hey. Well, you know what? You were second on my radar. Now you made yourself first. Congratulations. You just made my list of things to do today. You gotta be, like, yeah, super close to death. So, boss rush is gonna take approximately 3.5 human epochs. Not to be confused with human Tupac. That was a rapper. Are we gonna have any conceivable likely chance to make it to Hush? I feel like the answer is like super absolutely no. I'm looking for like a devil card or something there. I just actually don't really know. Don't telepills me. Locked down? Highly offensive. I mean, like, we could use the sun card, but to what end? You know, what I'm thinking about, and you probably got it on the brain as well, is we could deliberately take damage to up our damage due to rage, and then use the sun card to be at full HP on the next floor. I don't think it's a bad idea. And look at that, we actually took damage finally. But I don't necessarily think it's warranted, and moreover, like, it could kill us if we misplay it, and moreover, even beyond the first moreover, so it's like moreover, the point penalty is going to be prohibitive, I think.
The point penalty is going to be prohibitive.
That's my impression of your impression of me. Hey, only we can say that. I don't know why I'm so attached to Guppy's head. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would love to act like this did not happen. But when I picked up Guppy's head and Guppy's collar, I think I briefly forgot that just being Guppy gives you flies. It's not, if you had asked me, I would have been like, of course. But it didn't come quickly to mind. So I was like, I'm only getting 3 flies per room. That's not enough to deal a bunch of damage. You're not getting 3 flies per room. You're getting 3 flies like base per room. And then every hit gives you a 1 in 6 chance of getting more flies. Maybe even more than 1 in... I know Mulligan's 1 in 6. Well, I think if we leave here by 26 minutes, we've got a real shot. This is certainly the most mixed bag we've had on a daily. Because the daily is fundamentally relatively weak on paper, I think we have a chance at ranking well. Because I think I play faster than the average person. I'm very impatient in video games, in case you haven't noticed. I play faster than the average person, and that will probably lead us to be a little bit more likely than average to have made Boss Rush. And Hush, especially, like, if you're making Boss Rush, unless I missed a deal with the devil that's just incredible, which is extremely plausible, I don't think too many people are going to be markedly beating me on time. Probably. At least that also have, like, a score that's good and a chance to succeed. I don't know. So if we can get out of here by 26 minutes, I'll be happy-ish. Wouldn't it be nice? Alright, out of these you take camo undies, unfortunately. And there's no tinted rocks. We've got 5 minutes and 20 seconds. It's not an insignificant amount of time. We're gonna sun card, like, immediately. And that's gonna save us a bunch of time. It's up to us. We might even be able to squeeze this in. I think you have to. Honestly, on a room like this, 4 golden chests. This is, again, gonna slow us down quite substantially, but the goat head is gonna give us 2 deals that we probably would earn ourselves, but still. We're gonna have to, you know, go 30 seconds or 45 seconds faster, but, I mean, that's kind of what the idea is behind, having the sun card to begin with. Please just drop, like, another sun card or an emperor card or... Okay, I mean, a bomb saves us a little time. I can't deny it. If we're gonna bomb to save time, it makes more sense to do it on this floor, where we know that we're not gonna have to backtrack through the rooms. But it's also much, much harder to convince myself to do it because, you know, we might not have to bomb on this. We might not have to bomb in general, you know. You're asking me to pay in advance for something I don't know if I'm going to need. It's probably a good idea, but even if it's not a good idea, the consequences are relatively low, but it just feels wrong to skip rooms when you're still 4 minutes away from the Hush fight. Also, I guess we should point out, we got to beat the Hush on this run, which is its own kind of puzzle to begin with. But I have to admit, I'm proud of the way this run has gone. With 9 lives... Excuse me, sir. With 9 lives, it was always going to be relatively tough to die, and, I mean, it still could happen, but it's looking increasingly unlikely, obviously. But to have pulled this out and made it to Boss Rush, and looking like there's a chance we're going to make it to Hush, that's what you got to do if you want to get these, you know, decent daily ranks. That and not miss deals with the devil, but, you know, what can I say? Okay, please just die before you do anything. You have failed me in your only task, and for this I can never forgive you. Wonderful. It's a great time to get a deal with the devil. Incubus is amazing. Satanic Bible is actually probably the item we have to take. And Blue Cap is also good. Although, actually, it's bad. My mistake. Satanic Bible is amazing, though. And Incubus also amazing, considering the damage, or lack thereof, that we're doing so far. So, again, far from a guarantee that we're going to make it to Hush, but if we do, we're much better equipped to tackle him here. Ooh, now we're talking. One second, Uplay is flashing. I think it's slowing me down. Up to 75% off Ubisoft games. You already got my money for Rainbow Six. We're good. Now frig off. I will stand by Rainbow Six Siege. That's a heck of a game. But I don't want to buy Ghost Recon Wildlands. Wildlands. No, it's Ghost Recon. It's the wild. It's a Canadian rock reference. That's not going to be very universal. Unless you read Exclaim magazine. I'm okay with this. Steam sale? Steam sale? Great time for a Steam sale. Ooh. I'm okay with this as well. Not okay with that. So we got 2 minutes. Well, it's slightly less than 2 minutes. I will go back for that Demon Heart. As much as I want to go as quickly as possible, and I might have a mild history, you could say, of not backtracking, even when it seems appropriate. I think it's a stupid idea here. Wow, no blood bank. I was really looking for the blood bank to enable Bloody Lust there. I'm very lucky this floor is super linear right now. We need as many Demon Hearts as possible is what it comes down to, because like I could get hit, or at least I could see myself getting hit quite often on the Hush fight. It's probably a... No, it's not a secret room, because we already found the secret room. Usually, one kind of method that I use to find the end of a floor as quickly as possible is stay away from tiny rooms. I don't know if there's actually any empirical proof that that is correct, but I'm going to endeavor to try to stick to that, and it seems to have been working out. We're definitely going to make Hush. Okay, so I think we pulled this run out of the toilet. Now, if only I could pull my play out of the toilet. We still got 3 damage. It's a whole run without a single damage upgrade. But, you know, double your average, or at least starting average of rate of fire is a great start. We'll definitely take Rotten Baby. And we'll definitely not go to the Delirium path. My condolences to anybody who made the mistake of doing that. Booger Tears with a high rate of fire is probably exactly what we want. Small Rock would be so good here. Man. So Booger Tears, yet another damage upgrade without being a damage upgrade. And then Technology Zero. So much fun. Great item. I don't think we want anything here. Well, take a battery charge. Not that we're likely to die, but at this point we should still take a battery charge. And again, here's a, you know, not to say that it's all about the points or the Pentiums, baby, but getting plenty of bombs here for free. And oh my god, it's a damage upgrade. So we've doubled our damage. There's electrical bolts attached to them now. We're shooting twice as many shots, twice as fast because of Incubus. And the shots are going to stick around and deal a bunch of damage. This is just incredible. Oh my god, look at this deoxyribonucleic acid we've got going on here. This is amazing. So not only have we taken the run out of the toilet, we've turned it into like a 12th grade biology lesson. Not like that, like this. Yeah, here you go.
Looks like the RNA polymerase is messing up. It's going in the 3 to 5 direction.
This is actually like among the fastest I think I've ever killed Hush. Like, look at how quickly he's being melted there. Super armor. I don't think so. Wow, that is actually ridiculous and amazing. So we're actually gonna put down like a really nice run here. And see, there's room for min-maxy and zaniness to coexist. We're proving it right now. By the way, where's the final enemy? Where's the final enemy? I need you to die, is the thing. And I don't want to move because I hate this room. So where do I see us ranking today? It's a weird kind of run. If you drew it, you know, as a graph, essentially, the value of the run is super low until you get very late into it. You also, to get the maximum value, you needed to make the Hush fight, which I think a lot of people are not going to be able to do. No disrespect meant, obviously. I think we'll just Sun card, and like, it doesn't really matter whether we're holding the Emperor or the Sun for the next floor. We're not going to teleport to the boss fight, and even if we do, we're going to make sure that we go to every single room. I don't know. I think that we have a chance. Top 100, I just have a hard time tooting my own horn and making myself the prediction of being top 100 when I made so many, like, objective mistakes on this run. But I guess I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, somehow our base level of Zane has inoculated us, and we end up coming in top 100, top 200, somewhere in that vicinity. It's a weekend daily as well. Those, you know, I'm an idiot. These tend to be a little bit more populated, but who knows? I think we got a chance. I'm proud of our play. I think that just before we got Guppy, that was like the low point, and I didn't expect to have any realistic chance of maybe even surviving the run. But you know, obviously, it just got much better as time went on. And this is now, like, overall, will not be the strongest daily we've ever had because it took so long to get there, but by the end of it, this may genuinely be the most DPS output we've had on a daily on this save file. And dude, I gotta admit, with every passing daily that we, you know, survive long enough to be saved on, I get happier and happier. I start thinking to myself, you know, maybe I'll never lose a daily. It's an unrealistic line of reasoning, but it would be sick, wouldn't it? I'd be okay with having the reputation of never losing a daily. I mean, we've only made it work on 7 runs or something like that, that are maybe 8 that are all demonstrably above average by this point. But hey, dude, nice shot. Stop. Okay. No, stop is Jane's addiction. Hey man, nice shot. That's Stone Temple Pilots. Ah, you idiot. Our damage penalty is going to be what sinks us today. Again, not that it matters all that much in the whole scheme of things. I'm already doing my post-Isaac stretch. That should tell you everything you need to know about how things went here. It's a nice length for a daily, too. This is like my ideal Isaac runs length. And you know what? If we're already screwed from our damage penalty, we can afford to maximize our point generation here. Or minimize our point generation, maximize our items. So we took a bunch of stuff that is essentially irrelevant, and that's okay. I really doubt we'll get many more items to begin with, because our luck stat is still 0. It's a very strange run. You know, our tier stat, our speed stat, and our range got super buffed. Nothing else really felt any of the benefit of that until we got very deep into the run. And now, you know, it's paying dividends. But for a time, it was looking like, you know, this was going to be... the meta, and it's been like a year since Afterbirth Plus came out, but rest assured, I did not forget. There was a time, I think it was... The frustration with dailies was made a lot worse by the fact that there were achievements gated behind them, so you had to play dailies to progress, and a lot of people don't like the style of dailies, you know, the very arbitrary formula to determine whether or not you rank well, etc., etc. And that's all fine. But yeah, you know, you go to the Isaac subreddit, there's a daily discussion every day, and the discussion was like, this daily's garbage, this daily's garbage. Everyone's giving themselves, like, or giving each other, like, the keys to the kingdom, like, hey, if you want to get the highest score on today's daily, what you gotta do is, like, blah, 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 blah. Basically, D20 8 times on this room, and then you'll get an AWAS room, or AWAS rune, and this AWAS rune is programmed to give you an access to the floor that goes one past it. I don't know whether I've just gotten lucky or what, but, like, most of the dailies we've done on this save file have also gone the whole way, and they've been capable of going the whole way, which is super nice, because yeah, there is nothing worse than being like, hey, I got a really strong run, but for some reason, it just ends at mom. So yeah, The community was not very universally happy with dailies, for sure. But I've been happy with the ones that have happened on this save file. I don't know if they tweaked the quote-unquote formula or what, but I'm more than pleased with the way these have gone. Anyway, we're going to explore everything, just because we can, and also because the run is like a pleasure to be a part of. Looks like we're going to end like somewhere in the 40s, which is pretty good for a run of this level. Honestly, like, you're going to give me something. You might as well just pay out. We might get Beelzebub? No? We probably only have like one more room to go to, but let's do this. I've got a whole plan set up. We might even have Delirium. We do not have Delirium. So the last thing we're gonna do before we finish this run is we're gonna go do this room, and it is the last room. If we get a hit, then we'll feel like poo-poo. That's not a good song, nor does it really rhyme. But hey, what do you expect from me, okay? I'm no Logan Paul. Don't have that kind of creativity up in my DNA. So I think the very, very last thing is that right there. And then we save ourselves, like, literally 1 point. 34th? That is stupid. You gotta up your game, Isaac community. I didn't deserve that for all the damage that I took, but hey, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.